Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here. I'm glad I discovered the creation science movement from the United Kingdom. You can buy these little pamphlets for just a few cents from them. And trust me, the Royal Mail gets it to you. I was a little skittish for years. I didn't want to put my credit card number out there, but I finally ordered an Allen journal and that went good. So I figured, well, I'll try this creation science movement, and that went great. And they have, I think, over 100 of these little pamphlets, and they are so well written. So Why I Believe in Creation by Newman Watts. I've read some quotes that he used in here, just fantastic. I can't even read my writing. I wrote myself notes on here. So I've got book by Beverly Nichols quotes. So that means I want to buy that book. I'm looking, it seems like Darwin used, may suppose, about 800 years, 2 books. I have no idea what I wrote myself that note about, but evolution is unbelievable. That is exactly true. So let me just read you a little bit out of this. It's little 4-page things. All of them are. They're great. And they're thick enough cardstock, I can fold it and write on it and fold it back. I think it can be demonstrated that evolution is not only unproved and unprovable, but clearly incredible and unthinkable. For evolution to be true, the changes involved in the evolution of one species to another must have taken place very gradually over many generations, and the changes must have been advantageous. Now consider these facts attested by competent scientists. And so he just goes on to hear just a great little thing about a particular bird. And the bird could not have established this gradually. It's an all or nothing proposition, which proves divine creation. Okay, from these instances, all admitted by scientific experts, it will be seen that there are many cases where the theory of evolution will not fit the facts, where that theory is not only unproved and unprovable, but clearly incredible, unthinkable, and irrational. Evolution of philosophy. The idea of evolution was first made plausible by Darwin when he put forward the theory of natural selection, which of course he did away with it. Oh, here's the note I was trying to say. Okay, The Origin of the Species and the Descent of Man, in which 2 books it's been computed the phrase, "we may suppose," or some other similar clause, occurs no less than 800 times. So Darwin was not dealing with facts. He was saying, we may suppose, it may be propositioned, on and so forth. He used that over 800 times. So, and sometimes he'd make a supposition and then he'd come back and say, I proved this. And he didn't. He made a supposition. Okay, the laws of heredity were unknown in his days. DNA was unknown in his day. He didn't even have a degree in science. It was a bachelor's degree in theology. Okay, the church was, by its very nature, ill-equipped to carry out scientific research and bring forward scientific evidence, and in the end, a large section of it succumbed. So, thus, 2 natural enemies, the rationalist and religious modernist, joined hands in support of a scientific theory which was still in the hypothetical stage. So then he goes into Genesis believable, absolutely true. And then the popular author, Beverly Nichols, in The Fool Hath Said, quotes 3 scientists on a particular point. Sir Arthur Thompson, a noted evolutionist, says this: there is something awesome in the apparent uniqueness of our Earth. Sir Arthur Eddington, not one of the vast profusion of stars in their myriad clusters looks down on scenes comparable to those which are to be seen beneath the rays of our suns. Sir Ambrose Fleming, there is strong reason for believing that a planetary system like our own is very rare, if not unique in the universe, and the nature and conditions of our unique in that uniqueness. So it would seem on this point Moses has the last laugh. All right, so there's no halfway creatures, on and so forth. Let me just end with this other quote. To quote Beverly Nichols again, he refers to those who believe that the universe is a blind machine started by nobody, interested in nobody, a machine nonetheless with incredibly complicated laws drawn up by nobody, and a machine which, though it is mass manufacturer of souls, does not possess a soul itself because it is a nobody. All right, I agree with our illustrious author when he asserts, if you believe that, you will believe anything. Special creation is therefore more satisfying to my intellect, and evolution is clearly unthinkable and incredible. The UK, like Sherlock Holmes, they seem to get into the specifics far more than in the U.S. Great pamphlet. I'd highly recommend it. God bless you. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.